G'day guys, I hope you're well. Just wanted to give you a good option if you're in a situation like me where you're a tenant that's renting a property and your landlord is deciding to sell the property because they want to make money on their investment, and they're getting a selling agent in who's insisting upon open house. So this is where they open up your house, your private rental, which you're paying for, to the public for them to come parading through. To me, this legally, technically, is against the law, because actually there's nothing in the law that definitively says that open house is actually defined in the law. It's not a mandatory prescribed form of inspection in any shape or form, but unfortunately landlords and their agents don't care about this. They adopt a bullying attitude. They will just bully you into having these open house inspections, and at the end of the day, fair trading will do nothing for you in conciliation. You'd be faced with the situation of having to go to the NCAT, New South Wales Civil and Administrative Tribunal, based on the merits of your case, to get them to stop doing the inspections and maybe compensate you. But you know, good luck with that. I mean, the filing fee is not much, it's about $62, but what's your landlord going to think at the end of the day if you end up basically forcing them to stop? You know, it's not going to be a good tenant landlord agent relationship if it gets to that point where you're basically litigating to resolve a dispute. You're better off trying to negotiate options. So your best option, in my experience, to protect your own privacy, and perhaps you've got pets like I do. I have an indoor cat, and the animals are getting stressed out, you're getting stressed out, you feel like you're an animal in a zoo. You know, when people are parading through, you don't have any privacy, you can't get out of the house because you've got pets, and you're stuck there, you know, with this horrible situation. So your best option is to say to them, look, can you give me one room in the property where I can close the door and be there with my pet? Or maybe you're a single mum or something and you've got an infant, and you say, can you give me one room where I can close the door with my infant and we have privacy, there's no people coming in, you know, and making us feel uncomfortable, or making my child or my pet feel uncomfortable during these open house events that you're conducting. And that is a very reasonable offer for you to make, you know. And there's normally going to be one room in the house that they don't have to show to somebody. In my case, it was kind of like a garage room, a garage that had been converted into a spare room, like it could be used as a, I don't know, work from home office or something off to the side, which I use as a bit of a music studio. So I said, look, can I close the door, be in there with my cat, and nobody goes in there during your inspections? And they said, yes, we'll agree to that. And that was a fantastic option, you know, because it wasn't an invasion of our privacy in that sense. We didn't feel like we were being put on display to the public. I guess to some extent we're trusting in the system to protect your property in the home. So I would put away anything that's valuable. Definitely put away anything with valuable. Keep anything with you that you know, like your car keys, your mobile phone, your wallet and stuff like that. Keep that with you. Don't leave anything lying around inside your property. Take photographs of everything in your property, time stamped, date stamped, location stamped, so that you have a record then, evidence. As evidence, you can say, look, this is a photograph of the stuff that was in my property at the time that it was being inspected, time, date stamped. And if anything's missing, straight away you can go to the agent and say, look, this was in my property at the time during your inspections and it's no longer there. So this has been stolen by somebody. So you're giving yourself evidence that you can present in the event, the horrible event, and I hope it would not happen to you, that something was stolen by one of these people who comes on during an inspection, okay, or the open house as they call it, because they're really not doing the due diligence. The agents don't care, the landlords don't care, All they care about is making money in the sale. They'll use very rough and ready kind of methods of doing it. They've got like a tablet that they use to record information from people who are prospective purchasers, but I guarantee you the information they're getting is completely dodgy. Having worked in the hospitality industry, where we use tablets for people to check in, if you go through and read the information that the people will put in those check-in tablets themselves, it's absolute garbage. Fraudulent information, total garbage. The only thing you can rely upon is photo ID checking. Okay, you're asking for a driver's license, a passport, something with your photo on it, and you're actually recording that information. Not getting them to do it, or not getting them to tell you something without fact checking it, which is what agents do. They don't fact check things. They don't ask for photo ID. They don't ask for bank records. They should be doing all this stuff, but they don't, because once again it's not prescribed in the law. So if there's any politicians or anyone out there that's interested in this, the law protecting or something like the Tenancy Union of New South Wales, if you're listening, there are very scant protections for tenants. Okay, it means that agents and landlords can just bully you and do whatever the hell they like, and get away with it, because there's virtually nothing you can do about it, and there's really virtually no legal protection. There's virtually no legal protection. The so-called legal protections you've got there do nothing. They offer no solution for the tenant. Okay, and the landlords and the agents just use and abuse that system. It's useless in terms of protecting the tenant, in terms of their quiet enjoyment of the property during the sale period. Okay, get your act together, do more to protect tenants. But in the interim, this is the best solution I can offer you. God bless you guys. See you later.